Marie Claude, your hand is I'm definitely feeling led to come over to you here, sister. I think I'm gonna ask to unmute you, and then you can unmute yourself. Great job.
Hi.
Hi.
That's funny. I said, "Oh, I'll ask for her to call me," and you did right away. So
Very good.
I'm a bit surprised. So,
Do you have a question or do you want a mini reading?
I guess I have a question. I
Okay.
don't know if it will be coming to a mini reading. I need help with my daughter,
Hmm.
and I don't know what to do anymore. Like how to guide her, or so I find with me I'm too connected. I find I'm too close to find some.
Okay. What's her first name?
Eloise,
Eloise. And how old is she?
15.
Okay. Oh, that's a hard age, isn't it? Okay. All right. Let's both just feel ourselves here. And I'm just going to go within and ask for assistance regarding Eloise. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. I think a lot of us can remember being 15, and that was sometimes not our favorite year. The first thing that I felt from Eloise, Marie Claude, is it was like she was saying, I don't know who I am. And I'm just giving her a hug and I'm just saying, it's okay. You're in the process of creating who and what you are, Eloise. So we're going to give some advice to your mom in a minute to help her be there alongside you. But I just want I want to let you know, Eloise, energetically, obviously, since she's not here, that it's okay. That that's one of the reasons why humanity is set up the way it is, where we hang out with our parents or hopefully some other guardian or loved one for such a long period of time, because we're creating a self. That's what we're doing. You're not finding yourself, you're making a you. Okay. So one of the things I want to point out for you, Eloise, is that there's an extreme creative vibration to you. I see that you're very imaginative and maybe even like to write stories or tell stories. And that's not an escapism for you, that's an ability of yours. So wherever you feel led to be creative and express yourself, even in just unique ways for you, as long as they're healthy, obviously for you and not harming you and not harming anyone else. Stories tend to be quite innocent, especially if they're not gossipy. But really trusting you, even with music or with painting or just expressing in words, maybe even poetry or journaling. But I'm also going to make some more space for you as Eloise that is separate and distinct from your amazing mother, whom I know from my work. And we're just going to imagine like a ball of energy, and you're kind of within or crossing over into your mom's orb of energy. And Marie Claude, you may feel this in terms of just giving you more space. Okay, and Eloise, more space. Very good. This is that age where, whether it's sons or daughters, there's a natural and a very healthy sort of detachment or breaking away. And it can be very awkward for all involved. It can involve a lot of hormones and emotions and confusing feelings and sensations that aren't personal, but it can be hurtful unintentionally. So we're just giving you space, Marie Claude, for all the love that you are and all the positive intentions that you have for Eloise. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So that part feels complete. So Marie Claude, I feel your team and her team really encouraging you to give her as much space as you can. You are a wonderful problem solver, an amazing healer, and yet in so many ways it is if there oh, my throat, yeah, there needs to be a new boundary in terms of your being willing to be there for her, but not necessarily desiring to fix things for her, at least without some sort of consultation, almost like with her. Yeah, so there's different ways to do that. Wherever you find yourself as mom, sort of overstepping your bounds and things that you naturally would have done for her at 8 years old or whatever, that now at 15, you're going to want to just respectfully ask for her permission before like intervening or even offering advice at times. And it can feel so awkward as a parent to say, I have some ideas about what you're talking about here. Do you want to hear them? And literally waiting for their answer. Does that part make sense, Marie-Claude?
Well, I find that she's the one asking a lot of advice for me, and I want her to back off.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, yeah, that's interesting because I'm just giving you a hug. That's a different issue. But it's interesting because what I'm seeing here from her is that there is this sense of I want space from you. So that seems like a contradiction energetically to what I'm seeing.
Okay. Well, she wants some and she doesn't. So every minute is different.
Okay, that makes more sense. So like, why was I seeing this other?
Like she wants it and then she doesn't. She wants it, she doesn't.
Oh yeah. Well, that's going to happen. That's fine then, right? So in those moments where she's, let's say, hot and cold, right? In those moments where she's cold to mom, that you let her be cold to you, right? And don't try not to make it a problem. Give her that space. And then where she is warm up to you, your team is asking you to possibly be more accommodating in those times. And this is kind of hard for me to ask, but is there a part of you that because she was cold 2 seconds ago and then now she's warm, is there a part of you, a very human and amazing level of you that says, you know what, you were just like cold to me 2 seconds ago, so no, I'm not going to be warm with you. Is there a part of you that might be a little bit passive aggressive?
Sometimes I get frustrated. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Try to hold on to not do that and just let yourself know that her being cool to you is not personal. It is this energetic distinction that she's creating, that she is Eloise and you are your own person. You are your own being. And you're alike in some ways, but you're different. Both of you are very different in a lot of ways too. But in terms of she still needs you. So if they're really, and I feel like part of you that was saying it's too much for me, I feel like part of that actually isn't true. That part of you wishes you could be more helpful to her. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. In a sense, I like to get her better and get away from the frustration of being what we have, like on this level, but on another level, I'm ready to help her a lot more. So
exactly. So if you can just let yourself be even more centered as you, in a way, regardless of what Eloise is feeling, and that's very different for you as a mom too, because you're so empathic as the healer that you are, that if Eloise is a little bit off center, you probably feel off center. So do everything you can to operate your energy field in a very independent way, to be stable, to be calm, to be loving, to be available, yet have healthy boundaries in all ways as much as possible, including with Eloise. And that way, whether she's cold to you or not, you'll be less, I want to say, susceptible or symptomatic to how she is in that moment. And that'll help you be more stable and enjoy yourself more throughout these awkward years. But it could be 12 to 15 months before there is a more predictable sense of harmony between you and her. So if you can just get through this phase, and feeling her team, just really nodding. And I'm asking her team if there's anything else that they want to offer. Oh, they're saying thank you to you for being an amazing mother, and that you really are. Oh, I just got goosebumps with that. You are really a fantastic support system for her. You're doing a great job. And okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Great question. I'm sure a lot of us that either have kids around that age or have had kids or interact with children are like, yes, this group hug for Marie-Claude.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, good job. And Marie-Claude, there you are. You already muted yourself. You're such a pro. Okay. Crystal, I see you here. Kristal. Let's do you next, please.